We're back. Uh-oh. Camera didn't survive that one. Welcome to the second half of episode 17 of Star Wars Edge of the Empire Shadow of War. You may
Dang.
have purchased your entire seat, but you're only going to need the Zane of it.
Okay.
Speaking of, let's talk about Zane, Coral, and Caleb. What's happening there?
Well, I mean,
We biz
is it
bounced.
is it is it like you know how Han Solo comes out of that concrete shit? I forget what it's called.
Carbonite.
No,
Frozen.
it's
Yeah,
not
carbonite.
Carbonite.
Where he's like blind and he's like
Nope, Zane is
ah.
too fucking hard for that shit. He's off balance, and so he's stumbling around and
Yeah.
has something on his next die roll. But yeah, otherwise he's good.
What type of clothing are you in? Are you like naked or like are you in
No,
like your
you're all in the
undergarments?
same
All
clothing you
sweaty?
were captured in.
Okay.
So I'm still in my stormtrooper armor, wearing my bowcaster.
You're in clothing, not armor.
To Zane, that's the same word.
Then
Am
you're
I-
apparently naked because you wear nothing but below
Now, Arthur, this came up last time. Is my armor? My armor looks like clothing. So, do I have my armor on? Because this is important. Because I feel like we're about to get shooty mansed. So,
Is it the heavy clothing, armor clothing gear?
it's armored clothing. Yeah.
Okay, so let me look up the description of it. I'm pretty sure it's
Because there's a check that can be made.
it's
So,
armored clothing. Yeah, they definitely know it is. I think they still let you wear it anyway. Like,
okay.
maybe we have a flashback here where Coral's like looking down at his clothing and you're being pulled off the ship and the stormtroopers are like patting you down and that officer, Captain Krill Trello, is just like, no, gentlemen, no reason to remove that from him. He's our guest. And you could see like two other stormtroopers like ripping Zane out of his stormtrooper armor and just like savagely punching him in the stomach.
Yeah, for his instance, I mean, I know it makes sense there because it's like it's actually armor, and you know they shot a leg off an old lady. Who
Yeah,
was
there's like a huge dichotomy between how the two of you are portrayed.
Yeah, it's like I look at Zane, and I'm just like, how many bantha steaks did they give you?
So in the background, remember, there's like a bunch of alerts going off right now. That's like,
Yeah, we're trying to make our way around. I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
I look at Coral, and I guess I just like poke one of my bloody hands into his chest, which he's felt this a couple times now, and I just go like, "I'm not bleeding for you again." And I give him a little shove as I walk out into the hall.
okay.
I mean, that's a weird way of saying thank you.
Thank you for the Star Destroyer trip, Captain. I appreciate it.
There you go. That's what I wanted.
I walk out into the hall, and being Zane, I am going to walk into the direction that is going to head down to the Stormtroopers' cantina.
Okay. Yeah, there's only one elevator in the detention level, and it's currently in lockdown. So yeah, you like move toward the elevator, and you try to like hit the call button. There's a red ring around it, and you get like a beep beep noise when you press it.
I start humming. I was like, sit there waiting, like rocking back and forth.
So what are Caleb and Coral doing now that Zane is showing that he might, in fact, have some minor signs of torture?
Well, I'm gonna go with him. I mean, there's only one elevator out of here. We'll get the next one. It's no,
Oh,
we're getting on the elevator.
Down the hall, I want to be super stealthy so I can get rid of this critical roll on my next roll.
There's nothing
So
to stealth against.
I'm stealthing against the cameras.
There's no
Something
cameras in
against
the
Coral.
hallway. Nope.
I think so.
Nope.
Oh man.
You're
Are
naked
you
and
trying-
bleeding. You've already
you
indicated
talking
you're
to me?
bleeding, so it's impossible to not follow you. You
Hey,
literally-
man.
I'm going to stealth the blood away
No.
from being on the ground.
Caleb,
Oh,
Coral,
come
what
on,
are you
come
doing?
on.
Swag, what if I
Swag.
told you?
Swargula, you wouldn't let that happen in one of the games you were GMing. Don't Don't double standard him.
Swagger,
You wouldn't let
what
that
if I
shit
told
fly.
you that I would give you 25 silver pieces and take away your main
I
weapon?
also don't admit that I play exactly by the rules.
Well,
So I'm
that's true.
free to make
always-
those decisions.
I
Whereas APGaming plays
always
only
play
by the
by
rules.
the
Okay,
rules.
come on, everybody. Come on, everybody.
Hey, it's my lightsaber.
Coral?
Yeah.
Coral. I don't think Zane is present.
Look, the man hasn't been present for a very long time, but that still doesn't mean that I don't want to see him get harmed.
Well, of course, I agree, but I don't think he's just going to come with us to the ship and leave.
Well, that's his. As long as he gets off this ship, that's all I care about.
That was a double negative, Caleb. I don't know if you saw that. I don't want to see. Never mind. I'm wrong. Like I thought Henley just like slipped that in there on you, and I was
Yeah.
like, wait, no, he's not that smart. Never mind.
Is this a conversation happening in character where you're all like, wait, is that? No, wait.
No.
And then like Zane's still standing there waiting for the elevator to come, and
I
every
do
time
think
he
Zane-
presses the button, it's just like beep,
I
beep.
do think Zane's taken the appropriate amount of mental damage to have broken the fourth wall.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's gotten a tumor in every bone in his body, and he actually can't die. So now he is living a life of breaking the fourth wall constantly.
So I lean into Coral and I say, "Can you carry him if he was unconscious?"
I could barely carry a dog, but I could give it a go.
Well, that's. I honestly, I'm at a loss here. He's just going to go wherever he's going to go.
Look, I understand that you're a Jedi, but you know, knocking people out with lightsabers all the time is not the answer to everything. All right.
Well, do you want him to come with us on the ship, or just wander away like he's probably going to do?
Like, as I said, the man is a free man. I would like him to come with us, but not against his own will. I mean,
All right.
We're no better than these guys if we do that.
Well, that's your call. We've done everything we can to rescue him. Then, all right. When I was in the ventilation stuff earlier, did that go floor to floor? Were there passes from one floor to the other in the crawl spaces?
There are.
All right. I make for the nearest vent, and I show it to my compatriots as like, you can follow me, more or less.
Zane, how would you like to get dirty inside of a little hole?
What?
Ventilation shafts. I mean, the elevator's not going to work. It's locked down. So.
I look at Kayla. What is with you and shafts?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a Jedi thing. It really
Look,
is.
the elevator's almost here. The song is almost done.
Oh, I'm telling you, the elevator will open, but we won't be able to actually use it internally. It's locked. There's like a authentication system and all that sort of stuff. And if anything, it means that that's probably filled with stormtroopers coming down to greet us. So there's that.
So is everyone going into the ventilation shaft?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the
Caleb,
show.
Caleb is. It sounds like Zane is listening for the music, and I've been told not to knock him unconscious and drag him with.
Yeah, I'll
Zane-
follow.
All right. I'm gonna need a survival check to have you escape from the detention level and make it to.
Oh, I got it, guys. I got it.
Nice.
Okay. You're
I want a
rolling
throwaway roll on my
against two
critical.
purple.
So is it 3 purple or
Two
Why are you throwing this? You're throwing it away on this.
add 1 second my next skill check?
Yeah,
That's
the
one
that's
black
black
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 black. Okay.
Two
And
purple,
what?
one
It's a
black.
survival. You said.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
I
a
got
cunning.
nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Throwaway
else.
roll. You certainly won't be recaptured if you fail. You're okay. All of you are going to take 2 strain, and we have a
Okay.
scene where Zane, can you say something encouraging like through this next door? We're gonna be fine.
What was? Wait. Repeat that.
Just say something like I know where we're going. Something like that.
Yeah. I lead them towards the stormtrooper base cantina.
My
Okay.
survival things are kicking in. I'm
Yep.
thirsty as
And like as you drop down from the vent, there's like 4 stormtroopers with rifles, pointing them
my-
at you, and yeah.
I commit a dice to sense defense,
Okay.
and I turn on my lightsabers.
So the man who's been interrogating Zane is there and says, "Ah, Zane, good to see you. I figured you'd be heading this direction, mostly because you're an alcoholic and completely useless at society.
I think you
Welcome, welcome.
misunderstand things.
I thank
But
you
yeah,
so
sure,
much for
I start-
bringing your
I
friends
walk
here."
by him.
You-
I just keep walking. I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, do they have blue milk over there?
Like I'm not even defensive. Like I don't like
All
if
right.
he's gonna hit me, he's gonna hit me. I don't give a fuck.
We need to enter combat because they're going to try to stun Zane. So we've got who has what weapons right now?
No one has any weapons, Arthur.
Well, technically, Dave has the training lightsaber, and I've got the real one.
Okay.
Nah, you took that back from me. It's fine.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
gonna do a
all right.
skullduggery on a stormtrooper to try and grab something.
Is
Okay.
this cool? Are we rolling cool here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, he's talking to us, so we're prepared to some.
Yeah, you're prepared for this fight. 'Cause Zane's literally like 420 no scope, walk out here, get a drink.
So Arthur, I'm going to put 2 strain on myself right now, and I'm going to get 2 automatic successes, which I desperately needed, as it turns out.
Ooh, 3 successes on 2 green. Yeah, well, why can't I do better on the ones where I have?
This is literally the worst initiative roll I've ever had in this entire game. So I'm 3-4, I guess.
You
Arthur,
get
yeah.
2 automatic successes. Does that mean you have, or does 4 advantages become 1 success?
No. I get 2 automatic successes, so I'm at 3-4.
3 successes, 4 advantage. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then we need a Zane roll, who's currently wielding nothing.
I rolled.
Did you?
Yeah, you're on.
It didn't
Yeah.
add it for some reason. You're
Where
2-1
was
though.
that?
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. Oh, you actually rolled the cool skill rather than the cool initiative. It's fine.
Oh, that makes
I'll
sense.
add
I
it.
see.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! It
Oh,
actually
I see.
adds
Yeah.
it to the initiative. I never knew that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
either.
That's
yeah.
Arthur. Yeah, I'm 3-4 by
Yep,
the way.
I know. And then troopers are at 1-1. Okay, player side. Who
Yeah,
wants
can
that?
I? Yeah, can I skullduggery a pistol from
Coral
someone's hip?
going first, no surprise.
Oh,
You can't skullduggery a pistol from 4 people standing in front of you holding rifles to your face.
How about I disarm somebody and you take up their weapon?
Well, I mean, that's the whole point of me fucking throwing strain on this initiative roll, so I can.
But
do
all
it.
the PCs go first at the same
you can
time, right?
rip it off of them using Brawl, but you're not going to be able to be like, I sneak up behind 4 people watching me and I carefully pick a pistol off their belt.
I mean, why not? I mean, they're not holding it. Why would I need Brawl to do that?
Because you
Because
can't
skullduggery
you
means-
can't sneak up to them. They're literally looking directly at you.
We're in a fight with them right now, Dave. Do you think that they're gonna like?
You
look
came down ventilation shaft into the middle of an ambush.
Fine. Do your lightsaber shit.
All right,
So you're going first?
Arthur, I have a question.
Yes.
We covered earlier that using 2 lightsabers means it upgrades the difficulty.
Yes, for both.
What do I actually get out of that? What do I
get
get?
attacks.
I get 2 attacks. Ah, well, that is exactly what we need when we're outnumbered, and I'm the only one who's armed. So I will try and literally disarm 2 stormtroopers here, and hopefully our buddies can pick up their weapons when that happens.
Okay.
The only thing Swagger's going to pick up is a cool drink for his throat. Am I right?
I feel like that might be a reasonable... So let me see how disarming works.
It's the same thing as normal. You just
I
attack.
was being comical. I mean, like I cut their arm off.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Well,
was being disarm them. Like I do still want to disarm them. So if that changes the situation, but
no. I'm gonna commit both of my remaining force die to this. So
Wait, how do you do that?
Because
to a target, 2
because
targets.
he's got 2 different checks he needs to make. So you're gonna be rolling 2 red and 1 black, and you're gonna roll that twice.
All right. What is the nature of that black?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, melee versus ranged engaged thing. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know I've got talents, but those are not the ones that are relevant.
And you also need to spend a maneuver to move into engaged range with the stormtroopers. But yeah.
Oh, we didn't
I thought
drop
it was
it.
surrounded.
You are surrounded,
Okay.
but I'm counting them as a unit. I mean, I can move them around.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah,
that
but
makes
I'm just
sense.
keeping them as a unit together.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
You need a maneuver to like move up to each one of them and attack. Okay, so what's the damage? Which lightsaber are you using first?
I will literally disarm the first guy. So with the lethal lightsaber.
Okay, so I think that's a 6 damage. So that's going to be 10. And then
There's no armor because it's
I know
breaching.
what's important is the amount of health they have. Yeah, you're going to cut through 2 of them with that check.
Okie
Yeah,
doke.
because it's 4 of them as one unit thing. So
So I'm going for arms specifically because a Jedi's not just randomly killing people, and I want there to be guns for my
Okay, well, you
allies.
chop off both of their arms.
All right.
So you're just like, whoomp, whoomp, and they're both like, ah! It's like their right arms go off and they drop their blaster
and I still have
rifles.
another attack, right?
Yes.
All right. That one's just advantage.
Okay. What do you
I
wanna
guess
do
I
with
also
that?
can I use that advantage to slide one of the guns with my foot over to Dave?
I'll tell you what. Sure.
All right. That's
Maybe
what
you're
happened.
like trying to hold them off with the training saber in the left hand while you like kick a gun back.
Yes, that's
Coral?
exactly what I do.
Okay. All right. We have a PC slot. Who wants to go next?
what type of rifles do they have?
They have
Are
heavy
they
blaster
pistols?
rifles.
Oh man. Yeah, Swag. Do you want to pick one up?
No. Zane is in walking mode.
Zane literally is just walking to his drink and not even paying attention. The gun just slides to you. Even if you can't use it, it's at least a weapon.
I'm gonna battle meditation and try and get Swag to do something.
You can issue simple orders, but he doesn't have to follow them.
I mean, if I use the dark side, I can sap his will, and he can do it.
You can sap his will if he
that
doesn't, but he
make
still
him-
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still doesn't have to. And
It-
he won't. He will just take the hit.
Fair enough. You're probably right. All right, then I guess I pick up the fucking rifle and
Hope. Shoot at someone other than the one I'm engaged with.
well, I can't because
You're engaged with all of them.
Shoot
Yeah.
at the captain. I'm not engaged with the captain, am I?
They're all. I mean, the captain is the captain of a stormtrooper thing. They're all together.
Oh, he's an actual captain. Like I thought the torture guy was one of those like froggy.
I'm
officers.
counting them as a single unit because he's just a minion.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
uh
I didn't think he would be like anywhere near me. He'd be in the back, laughing or whatever.
okay. Well, here's the thing. If I shoot into your engaged range with a rifle I'm not proficient with, I'm going to hit you.
Yeah, how about you just hold it menacingly?
How about I go and be the bartender to Swag?
So let me ask a question, Coral.
Okay, Coral.
Coral,
and Swag
did you
go out
take
and
the
make drinks.
mastery battle meditation power?
No, I haven't.
Okay, if you had that, you could force people to do what you say, and they would need to make a discipline check.
yeah. I
Other than that, you can only suggest things to people.
yeah. That's fine. Yeah. So I go and be a bartender to Swag, I guess.
All right, and Swarg, I'm guessing for Zane's turn, he's gonna like get some drinks.
Yeah,
So
I
this
like lean on the.
I want to be clear here. This is a stormtrooper cantina, so nothing in here is alcoholic. It's all like orange juice.
Arthur, you know
Caramel
actually what
milk.
I do? I'm going to do a perception check using the force power that I have because I have like a blue that goes along with my perception because of like force stuff.
Okay.
Specifically looking for like hidden alcohol because
The
there's
contraband.
Very
Yeah.
well.
It's gonna be.
Make a perception check versus 2 purple. With 1 black die because you're in the middle of a fucking combat.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, I think in the scene we've literally got Reyes Devar like leaping across the room, lightsabering people's arms off,
Do this, and I'm
kicking
like,
guns
he's got
over,
this. He's
and
got
then
this.
Zane and Coral just literally walk over to the bar while there's blaster bolts flying all around them, and are just like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I got
Yeah,
money.
so I'm like kicking like cabinets and stuff like that, like behind the thing, looking for like like false bottoms and stuff. And I'm just like, man, they really don't have any contraband in here whatsoever.
Yeah, you managed to find some Dixon cider. It's a hard alcoholic cider. It's rather weak, but
Yeah, I just like I get it up and I pour two glass. Actually, I pour a glass and slide the entire bottle over to Swag. And then I'm just like, well, cheers, I guess. Clean
Yeah,
these glass.
I cheers and I just kind of sit and I start drinking.
all right.
Uh,
The stormtroopers are all going to try to shoot the guy currently attempting to cut their faces off,
The
rather
first,
than kill the very easy targets.
well, as I've disarmed 2 of them, and there's only 2 attacks. Both of them get upgraded in difficulty.
I mean, 2 of them are dead. The
Oh,
other 2 are just shooting at you.
they died from losing their arms.
Yes, you dealt 10 points of damage. That's enough to kill 2 of them.
yeah, so to put it in perspective, these little NPCs, they don't have strain. And the moment you strain to them, it's basically just like, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
maybe they died, maybe not, but they're not going to participate in this combat.
All
They've
right,
been-
so the 2 other guys, they get their attacks upgraded in difficulty.
From what?
I have sense, and I
Okay,
have
all right.
control duration.
So
I think
they're
it is. Yeah.
shooting ranged heavy into melee, and it's 1 upgrade in difficulty.
Yep.
Each gets 1. Yeah.
Okay, so they're shooting 1 red and 3 purple. Well, this won't go poorly at all. So, wow, holy fuck. Yeah. I feel like they should probably move away from you, but all they can do is spend an action to disengage. Oh yeah, they can just spend an action to disengage with you. And so they just move back into short range away from your engagement. Rather than attempt to shoot into fucking engaged range with heavy weapons. And now they're just shooting at 1 purple. So which for you becomes 1 red. Which is way better than shooting against 1 red and 3 purple. That would have been fucking awful. So yeah, like you take down 2 of the stormtroopers, and the other 2 begin like walking. So stormtrooper and the officer begin walking away from you, and like continuing to spray blaster fire. And they're shooting.
They upgrade twice.
1 yellow, 2 green.
Why would they upgrade twice?
Versus 1
Because your control power, right? For sense. Even I have it. I only have it at 1 level though.
Yeah, but the second level is just you can do it twice in a round.
Oh, is that all it is?
So
Yeah,
I thought that was
it,
full
it
control.
doesn't
on it.
upgrade.
So
well,
they count
I'm
as
not
1
there
unit.
yet.
They're both firing together. So
Oh, okay.
they
Well,
they
all right.
commit hard, and you're going to take 16. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, that's not right.
Do you have reflex yet? There's no way they could do 16 damage from
Or
these.
it's not 16. It's 13 stun. And they're going to give themselves a blue die next turn. So you're going to take 13 strain from this.
Okay.
It'll soak.
I don't have soak, so.
Okay, so yeah, they're firing like blue boos at you.
I have 3 strain left though, so I'm still good.
Get wrecked. Okay, turn 2. Who wants to act first on the player side?
Swag, do you want an umbrella in your drink?
Sword takes a Zane. I don't know why we keep saying Sword.
Oh, yeah.
Zane takes his full round to take a nice drink.
Long pull of his cider.
How many of our light side things can I use in a single?
One.
one.
Can I do another perception check to look for like a pistol under the bar or something? Because the reason I'm not participating is because I would literally shoot Caleb if I was to shoot into that.
You can spend a lead side point to have a pistol be under the bar.
Yes. All right. Cool. What type of pistol? Just a normal blaster.
it's just a regular blaster.
All right, so what? I don't have that. I'll look it up in the sheet. You go first. You go first while I
Yeah,
look it up.
I'm going to use one of the light side points to downgrade this attack or downgrade the difficulty, just because
Okay.
I really need to stop the fight now.
Okay, so you need to move back into engage range with them.
And I do, and then I attack.
And the difficulty, if you're downgrading it, it's just going to be 2 purple and 1 black.
Okay.
Weapon descriptions.
Okay, you kill both of them. Tell me how this goes.
I found it. Oh, okay.
You got a critical hit too, so if you want to do some weird shit to the stormtrooper officer, that's a thing.
I would like to use the critical to leave them alive but disarmed.
Sure.
So again, like people are gonna come in here and everyone is gonna have no arms at like starting at the elbow, but everyone's alive.
You're a fucking monster. Holy shit. That's
shoot,
worse.
shoot.
God, Jedi are the worst. If they think
Never
that's
even learned his name, just cutting his fucking arm off, no probs.
Okay.
360 no scope, 420 blaze it.
So Caleb is like fucking like literally steaming. Like there's a big hole in his shirt where he just got completely singed by, and you can see right through to the holocron, and it's just glowing, and there's just sizzling coming up, and he's like, panting, and he turns around and he sees like Coral, like his head's under a bar, and Zane is just drinking, and
I found a pistol. Oh, okay, you already done it. All right. Oh.
I give him like the cheers. I like hold it up. Take another drink.
You did good.
I wish the robot was here, and I go where I think the
You've got a
bay
compad,
is.
so you could literally just call him.
I can turn on the compad, and I Toby.
I'm super smart and have put my compad into voice to text mode and silenced the fucking speaker.
Obviously, yep.
Because I'm like,
What you
looking
didn't
at-
realize is you left pager mode on, so it's
No. It vibrates against your new chassis, which you didn't realize.
Didn't realize it was going to echo.
it's actually like a harmonic fork. So it's like,
Oh, that's great.
Toby, are you there?
no, yeah, you get a silent message.
Yeah, you get text back. Actually, you get a photo of the of people like rushing towards the door, like grabbing arms, like from way above, and you can see our ship and like a bunch of TIE fighters in the photo.
All right, I say, like, get the ship started. I've got Zane and Coral, and we've already moved away from our last known position. We should be fine. I like, hopefully.
I text him back. Yeah, head towards the explosion sounds.
Oh, goody. All right, Coral. Do you think you can herd Zane to the ship?
Look, if I know Zane, which I do, I mean, the man just needs a bit of liquid courage, and then we'll be good. Isn't that right, Zane?
I'm right here.
I know. That's why I'm talking to you now.
Would you like to pick up one of these? You know what? I'm.
Yeah, I'll carry it for him. Don't worry. When he's ready to use it, he'll use it.
Oh, okay. I really need to see Toby. I hurt everywhere.
Actually, let's check the Do stormtroopers carry a standard issue like
Stim?
stem pack, Arthur?
Each stormtrooper has a utility belt with an extra set of reloads, and one of them has a light repeating blaster on a sling on his back.
A light repeating
blaster. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that a?
They're all
that's
light
range.
It's a heavy
weapons,
weapon.
right?
No,
Heavy?
they were all armed.
That's
They
range.
all have heavy blaster rifles, and that one has a heavy
Yeah, I had to
repeating blaster.
find a pistol for myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to use it. So you
Yeah.
can take the light repeating blaster if you want.
So I bend down and I definitely take it. I also take the guy's helmet if he was wearing one.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
put
could
the
take their
helmet on.
whole armor. You know, 'cause
That
you're
takes too
naked.
long. I don't want to wear another stormtrooper's armor. That's weird.
So you take his helmet.
I want
Yes,
to take.
helmet.
So,
Yeah.
are you taking the blaster rifle or the light?
That's what you're questioning me on this whole time, Arthur? Really? Really?
not the. I
Yeah,
arranged
I
the
take
bodies
his
so that they look-
goddamn helmet and I put it on, and I have his light repeating blaster.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I look.
the space. So I'm definitely on for putting a helmet on.
I looked at Caleb and go, "Me bag. Where's Toby?"
cargo hangar with the
Done.
ship.
And we go. I guess we go back into the shaft because that's what Caleb likes, right?
Yeah, he likes.
Yeah, we're gonna enter the shaft slowly and.
All right. So Toby, how are things going?
Things are going good. So I'm looking for like the aforementioned being worked on stuff.
Yeah, there's 2 TIE fighters that have been pulled into the maintenance.
And I
part of
assume
it.
since stuff is going down that there's not people just sitting around still working on it.
There are a few technicians working on it, but there's no security watching over them. They're all like under the hood, like.
Damn it. I wish I had a thermal detonator. I just want to hand a thermal detonator to one of the guys, and then they like put it up inside the.
Yeah, they're like spark wrench, and then they're like, they're like, this isn't a spark wrench.
That is beautiful.
I'll tell you what. If you spend a light side point,
Yeah.
the Lambda shuttles can have no one there because there's no reason for them to have landing shuttles. present.
Okay. Yeah. Totally.
Loki 2.
I want to go and grab like the nearest piece of, rolling large equipment that I can.
Okay. Yeah. There's
To like
essentially.
roll behind it.
Well, I mean, you could just push it.
Squeaky.
Yeah. There's
Push it
a
and,
tool
like,
thing that you can move around. Yeah.
Yeah. So I look like I'm doing something, and I head to the Lambda shuttle.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely want to have something happen to just test you, so that's absolutely going to happen. While you're rolling it over there, there's like 2 Imperial, not like stormtroopers, but like even lower than stormtrooper, just like regular old guards, like Imperial Naval Security.
FE, yeah.
And one of them's like, I say there, look at that droid. Seems to be doing something he shouldn't be. Didn't I see him down in the R&D bay in engineering? And the second one turns and says, my word, is that a disruptor rifle? He must be on maneuvers. We should return him immediately back to the engineering bay. And they both begin moving towards you quickly. And the first one shouting like, droid, switch off real quick.
Actually, I need to get to the Shit, what's the name of my ship?
Oh, the Enyo Hope.
I need to get to the Enyo Hope. Was sent to make sure I could secure it.
So yeah, they look at each other, and the second one's like, he's not obeying orders. And like in slow motion, he begins reaching for his like comm link.
Okay, so I like table flip the tools, right?
Yep.
And then I grab the fucking gun out and like, ah!
All right.
So there's like a hail of like high-tech instruments falling through the air.
Yep. You're rolling initiative. You're prepared for this, and they aren't. So
I throw away my cover to look cool.
There's good.
You're gonna enjoy the disruptor rifle, man. It's going to literally rip.
I
them
just
apart.
was told Imperial Naval Trooper is actually a thing, and their stats are significantly shittier than Stormtroopers.
Well, that's good. Because you rolled a terrible initiative. So.
Oh, I don't have it.
Oh, they crushed that. Yep.
I'm never good at initiative.
I don't know, man. Like
Coral, I usually rely on just like, it doesn't matter, because we're going to roll like together, and Coral will get 60 successes. Like, mine doesn't matter. I never thought I'd have to do this alone.
surely there can be
Lone
like a roll
robot at
blue
the
for his
edge.
table flip.
Oh yeah,
Of
what
the
about a
Empire.
blue for the table?
I'll give you a blue for
They're
the
like,
table.
table stuff.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Come
good
on.
luck. being
2 successes off a blue.
I can. It's possible. It's
It's
physically possible. So I can just go straight to here. Just nothing.
You're like, it's possible. I could get a blue with 2 successes. That gets 0.
Blue, you
Correct.
you failed us for the last time.
Blue's not the best.
Failed
of
me for the
Lead
last
up,
time.
light up, lead up.
Both of them immediately whip out blaster pistols and move to like flank you. So, I mean, they're still acting as a minion group, but I'm gonna split them apart to represent that they're like moving around your cover that you flipped over to like flank you. And they're both like shouting like, "Loose robot in the bay! Loose robot! The droid is free!"
Can't go anywhere without people being mad just because I'm a free droid.
And the second one's like, I don't think we can get any backup.
It's a
Everyone's
very
on security
racist,
lockdown.
Galaxy.
Oh, it is.
And then they begin shooting you. So what is your defense?
A million.
I don't have a defense die. If that's what
You
you're.
don't? How do you not? You have like assassin body plates.
It actually hasn't been upgraded with new armor yet. Because I have to pay for that. Like, it's only upgraded because I spent all that XP. Like, I spent a ton of XP getting my, like,
Where am I supposed to get so much
athletics.
defense from?
all my
like
lightsaber
armor.
stuff.
Yeah. So you can get like armored Jedi robes, which would be perfect for you.
So you take 7 points of stun damage.
I'll have to do that.
You didn't roll. You didn't roll.
Oh, you're
like,
right. I didn't.
Purples.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Trying to sneak in there with 7 damage.
It's okay, I got a lot of soap.
Yay!
Okay, you cancel everything out. They have 0. So yeah, they like anyone on the Star Wars Rebels show knows, they immediately like get into niche down shooting positions and begin firing at angles
every
around you,
angle.
desperately
Yep.
hoping
I'd like
to
to
hit you.
think that a few of them would have hit me, but they go through where my chassis has been removed.
Sure.
Great.
Yeah, this
beautiful.
whole scene's in slow motion anyway, right? So like, anytime Toby's doing something, we see him in slow motion, and then like
It's like that
passes.
action movie scene where they shoot a rocket launcher at a helicopter, but they maneuver it so it goes through the open holes.
Oh yeah, through the helicopter. Yep.
Super easy for a
The
helicopter.
complete
pilot
opposite
to
of
use.
Black Hawk Down, where they're like, "Don't worry, we can maneuver away," and then he's like, "No, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Super 6-4 going down. Ah!"
I like the ideas of a stormtrooper is to shoot every angle to cover all angles.
All right. So Toby, what do you want to do?
It could be anywhere.
Hedge our bets.
Does this thing have any like spin barrel or anything that gives you a blue?
No, it's
No, it has
vicious
no
5 though,
modifications.
so good luck. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Disruptor rifles are
I already
fucking...
get plus 20 on my crit.
So that would be plus 70 to any critical rolls.
And it does 10
Don't-
damage straight up, so...
Just
Good luck.
remember, they're super illegal in the Empire.
Oh, and the crit? You're gonna love this.
So
The crit is
There are
2.
Topies.
The crit is 2 advantage die, so there you
So
go.
what do you want to do?
Yeah, so
Shoot everything?
yeah, I want to start like running towards the ship. Like I want to make movement towards our ship.
Okay, so you were heading toward Lambda shuttles.
Yeah.
Your ship is way far away from here.
That's why I need to start making movements towards there.
Okay, all right.
Understand?
Are you only moving this
No,
round?
I'm moving one movement and then
Okay.
using my action to shoot.
You can get to medium range then, so you can run right past them.
Oh yeah, it's also worth pointing out the range on this thing is
I-
long.
Yeah, I leap over the like table after they like flank me and start running and like turn halfway and start like blasting with this thing.
And you
what
get
is-
a million damage.
What's my challenging? My challenge die?
Your challenge
D3
rating
purple?
is versus 1 purple.
One
and
purple.
That's it. They have terrible stats.
Oh.
But isn't the distance thing the purple?
Yeah, he's shooting in from short.
Oh, he went from engaged
He
to
went
short.
from engaged to short to medium,
Oh, nothing.
and they were shorter.
Three successes or 3 advantage. Can I use the advantage to have them trip on tools? Spend those 3 so they fall down.
No, I don't think that's
No,
something
there's-
you can
there's
do.
that-
Mechanics crate of ball bearings.
There's that thing that Dave always links that shows exactly what
Yeah,
you can do.
I have it.
Negate a target enemy's defense bonuses, ignore penalizing environment, gain 1 melee or range defense
You
until
could
end of the active
spend-
character.
Oh yeah. I'll take a range defense die.
You'll take
That
a range
sounds like a
defense.
really good idea. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll
Or just to
I'll, like,
throw it on the
pepper
table,
them.
you can also make one of them drop their weapon.
I'll just pepper them and like start like zigzagging like over by a lambda shuttle like bay that's like lowered, so I can get some cover and take a.
So anything
Meant to die.
anything you actually hit with this thing will like actually take it apart by the molecules. So if anything you hit, like if you hit a toolbox or something, it'll like destroy their cover as well. So
Like in Half-Life, where it sort of like floats up at the same time and like discorporates.
you ever seen like a game where like you shoot? It's like Fallout, where you shoot it with an energy weapon and they just turn into like ash. That's
Is this
what
like
this guy.
extended? Is this EU stuff? It's not
No,
really-
this is actual official like Star Wars canon
Disruptor
shit.
rifles were in.
Boba Fett uses a one.
There was one in Phantom Menace. The sniper
Yeah.
uses one. You're gonna take 8 points of stun as they
Oh, yeah.
they
That
manage to
black
get
die
some
worked.
shots on you.
Yeah, that
Yeah, black die did work.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you said 8,
8 stun.
so
You get soak.
Plus, you have that thing that removes soak.
So I actually have 6 soak. That's crazy.
Do you no? You have that thing that removes stun when you get it involuntarily, right?
Okay.
So 1, 2. Okay, so I'm.
So
I'm
they're
doing
like
fine.
hitting you, and we can see that like the electricity is just like going over your chassis and like grounding to the floor, and the second one's just screaming. He's just like, Get the comm link! Get the comm link! He's like armored!" And the first one's like, he's some sort of war robot. Quickly, we need to disable him and return him to the engineering bay.
Some sort of droid designed for combat.
What would they call that?
All right, so you're up, Toby.
Okay, so I make another attack before
There we
Again,
go. That's
daunting.
thinking with your brain.
backwards.
Okay.
Uh,
Now you're cooking with gas.
Hey. Yeah, he's dead.
And you could throw a critical in there if
Yeah.
you want to.
yeah.
So why don't we roll a critical with plus 70?
Just to see what it does.
156. Why don't
That's
you tell
enough to
me
kill that's
what
enough to
happened?
kill a PC, dude.
Yep, that is enough to kill a PC. Why don't you tell me what happens to the two of these guys and how you, because disruptor rifles literally disrupt your molecules. How do you evaporate both of these
Yeah.
people into air?
The one I fire at him, and the first shot like hits the deck, and like a hole is sunk into the metal as it like vaporizes up, and the other guy's like, "Oh shit!" like grabs his friend who I like just barely missed to try to pull him behind the fallen like rack of tools, and then I just like it goes into like heat vision, and I just track them going behind the tools, right through the tool kit, like. And just
So the toolkit evaporates, and then,
and then they're just
both
like
of them as well.
shrapnel, and they're just like a cloud.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Okay.
oh
Nice.
man, this gun's really cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I continue running.
So
Right.
while you're running, are you going toward the Lambda shuttles, or are you going toward your ship?
I'm
New
going
Hope.
towards our ship. I'm expecting
Okay.
that I'll need to hold off until they can get there.
Coral, Zane, and Caleb, as you're arriving outside of the hangar bay, you suddenly hear like a pew 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 pew, and then like thump 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 thump, and then you hear like a thump, and you can see that there's some sort of like combat going on in the middle of the hangar bay. And then it looks like Toby's running across the open floor of several football fields at extremely high speeds. And occasionally it looks like he's waiting. Like, maybe we see him like, oh, I wish my jets were working right now. Like, he's like, this
So
would be
fast.
the perfect time to test them. If only fucking Niall had installed that shit. So what are the three of you doing? And I assume it's like some sort of MASH style scene where you're all looking out the same.
Is there like those
bed
little tiny
with your
go-karts they
heads all
have
next
at
to each other.
airports to like carry cargo around?
Yeah,
You
there's,
get on one of those.
there's land speeders.
Yeah. Oh, land speeders. Hey, would the New Hope be able to fit one of those in the cargo?
Yes, you could fit a very small land speeder in the cargo bay.
We take a land speeder.
Let's take a land speeder and make Dave
Okay.
happy for once.
Ugh,
You get in an
yes.
Imperial utility land speeder. Who's driving?
I will.
Okay, you're also drunk. So
I had
one
I want to
glass.
remind all of you at home: never use your land speeder while buzzed. Don't
I
buzz
had
land
one
speed.
glass of like.
that you described as extremely.
Don't drive buzzed. Don't land speed buzzed, and don't fly
Okay.
buzzed.
Alright. So what am I rolling against?
This is from the Imperial Bureau of Ships and Services. Buzzed? Just don't.
Are you gonna stop beating this dead horse, Arthur? We're
Yeah.
good. Can you move on? Thank
What
You
am I
were talking
rolling?
about moving on, Zane. I can't get any dialogue out of you. You're like, okay, I get really swole, and then I just resist this. And then you're like, I immediately go for the bar in the middle of a firefight. Why don't you tell me what you're doing right now, Zane?
You know what? It's the best scene yet, I think. So I'm totally happy with it. I love the exasperated Caleb while they're both drinking, and Caleb's like,
Oh, it's very Star Wars prequel-y. I will
what
admit
shit
that.
am I doing? What is this?
Oh, man.
So I guess I just like
Yeah,
as
yeah,
Coral
and
gets in the driver's seat and I just step on.
All right.
How
Am I
far
right?
are they compared to my distance to the ship?
Quite a distance. However, they're moving much, much faster than you are because they have a land speeder.
Yeah.
I'm super jealous. I shoot their land speeder.
You definitely make it
Sigh
onto
when you
the
get a
ship
crit
before they do.
Of 200.
So, Toby, when you get to the ship, there's docking clamps, like locking it in place.
You have
like-
a disruptor rifle.
It's like that Janestown Firefly episode. The disruptor rifle will have a very difficult time getting through
I think
that.
I will wait for the Jedi to come and cut them loose.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'll go prepare the ship
Okay.
for takeoff.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there like?
I guess that means. Does that mean I have to astrogation right now?
No.
No, we don't
There's
have to
no
go to
way you're going into hyperspace.
Oh, that's
from
only
within
for
a-
hyperspace, right? Because we'll just go into the
within
moon.
a Star Destroyer. That's bad.
I don't normally fly, so I don't.
I don't know. Fucking Han Solo did it.
I probably just walk up to like the pilot seat and I'm like, go, start. Oh God, how does this work?
Hey, where are you? Oh shit.
Oh shit. I
We need
bleed
to replace Vape.
Actually, you know what? Is there any like astrogation droids on this
Yes,
level?
please
right?
get me a new droid friend.
We just scoop one up as we pass it on the land
I don't
speeder.
think they use.
I'll tell you
astrogation
what.
droids.
You can spend a force die, and you can
Yeah.
get a Imperial astrogation droid. Let's be clear here; they're not as good as Vape,
That's
and
fine.
you'll have to reprogram this one to actually like you.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it.
Okay.
I can remove its control.
I imagine that Coral like literally leans out. There's one like scooting along the hangar bay door, and he just leans out as we're passing and grabs it.
No, there's two. There's one black one and there's one orange one. I grabbed the orange one.
Also grab a little mouse spot. Those are cute.
What are
Think
they?
they
Silhouette
vacuum.
Zero?
Alright, yeah, so yeah, we try and get over there as quickly as we can.
Yeah, you grab a R5 droid, which is just like Vape,
Nice.
and it's desperately like put its shock coil out and trying to like zap you, but you got it at arm's length, so it can't get to you.
Stop it, you little shit. I'm trying to
So
damn it.
as you're doing that, you're like one-handing this thing while driving and buzzed. I'm gonna need you to make a piloting planetary check to enter the land speeder bay while also not dropping the R5 unit as it deploys its surgical cutters and tries to cut your hand off.
Against?
2 purple.
Dang. I don't know how well I'm gonna
If you
do.
get a despair, you're gonna lose both a droid and a hand.
I've already lost a hand, so like at least 2 hands.
Oh, I need to make sure that there's a despair. Ah, you rolled already. Okay. Yeah, so, I don't
I just
know.
crashed it. I was just like, ah!
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a choice here. Do you
Yeah.
want to keep the droid or do you want to keep the land speeder?
Oh, keep the droid.
Land speed. No, keep the land speeder, man.
No one can make astrogation checks.
All right, fine, keep the drone.
Literally no one.
So you're trying to drive the land speeder up like the landing ramp of the ship, and you just like, and the ship's gonna take another point of hull damage, which brings it to I think 8 points of hull damage.
We didn't take any hull damage last time.
Oh, it did. It took
a
hull
hit
damage
when
last
Zane
time.
blew up the taxi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. It
Oh,
comes-
yeah. I
From
remember.
not from the Empire.
Yeah. Can I slide out before we go in so I'm like outside cutting the things already? Like cool Jedi, like just leap off?
Yep, of course. Why not?
Yeah, and like I would probably like as they're crashing, I'd be calming to Zane, being like, "Zane, I'm turning on the ship. You need to get to the pilot's seat as soon as possible."
Yeah, I know. We're on it. We're on a speeder, goddammit.
So the speeder's
I'm
like
pouring
on
you a
the
drink.
landing bay ramp, and it's sideways. You're gonna have to like move it off in order to close the landing ramp and like lift the ship off. But I think maybe Coral's like already out of it, and of course, Caleb is like chopping it up. So Zane is like in the back seat of this wrecked speeder that's not moving, and he's just like sitting there waiting.
we're in the speeder.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna hustle.
Okay.
Yeah.
The best
so
word to describe it.
when you
Okay.
get there, I have like a drink poured for you, and it's like sitting on the.
You guys are all enablers, all of you.
All right.
Well, we know that you're a functioning high alcoholic, man. It's not the other way around. Like,
Toby's a doctor. He knows if you've gone much longer without it. I know you probably haven't had any in several hours.
Please tell me that you
Good
guys
shakes.
take off while I'm still cutting the things, and then I have to leap in as you're flying away, Jedi style.
Okay. You actually have to make a roll for that. It's called athletics. Unless you
No,
wanna force
I can
it.
make a force leap enhance. So,
All right. Let's do it.
Uh,
So like yeah, all right. Tell me how you like leap in there and then like cut the land speeder off.
In
so
order
like
to
I
you
see
need
that they're
your sense, by the way. The rest you don't
yeah.
have-
So they're taking. I just cut the last one and they already take off and they're heading towards the thing, but I can see that their cargo bay. Coral, of course, just left without checking. It's still there. So it lightsabers out, and I run to the edge, and I jump, and I do a flip in the air, and while I'm flipping, it cuts the land speeder, it falls to two pieces, and the door finishes closing just as they exit the atmosphere shield.
Okay.
And then I'm like, I've got some bad news. I was unable to deactivate.
I was gonna say you
Tractor
immediately get
beam.
hit with the tractor beam.
And then I like boom release Vader hose, right?
Okay, if you want to spend another point of light side, you can
Yeah.
release the Vader Rose.
Yes, definitely.
So, let's be clear. You currently have 0 rations then. If you go more than 1 day without getting food, you're all going to have to start making checks or die.
Can we say that the Vaderos create a sufficient field for us to get to the planet?
So what's going to happen is the Vaderos are going to break contact long enough for you to get to the planet. Yes.
All right, so then we'll just scavenge on the planet after hiding our ship under some foliage.
So
I don't have to sleep, so I can spend all night finding food for them.
You come back with, I don't know, these things are edible, but we're gonna go.
I
We're gonna
scanned
go.
this. It seems to be made of some sort of dirt. Flesh bags like dirt, right?
So what
You
happens
enjoy
is
Earth, right?
we finally see where the Star Destroyer is. It's actually orbiting Bothawai Prime.
what the hell is that?
It's the planet we came to do our job.
So-
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay.
To pick up loot.
I thought we were going in the booth. But...
And you're like way closer to the planet than the ship was before, so it's clearly been at least a few hours. Toby releases all of the Vaderos, and there's this huge millions of pieces of Vaderos, and on the bridge, the senior communications officer, Terran Jiktar, is like, "Sir, I apologize. We seem to have lost a lock on that ship. The signal's getting very fuzzy. It
I'd like
seems
to
it's
think
broken up into millions and millions of... Sir, I believe they've launched breakfast cereal at us." And the captain looks over and he's like, "My God, is that Vaderos? Don't they know that those are illegal within the Empire?"
What?
Come on. Can I rewrite that line? Only one man would give me Vaderos.
Nope, that's not what he's going to say.
I was hoping that they would be looking out the viewport and seeing the cloud, and he was just going to say, "It's beautiful."
So remember that Vaderos are unlicensed product. I mean,
Oh.
they're using the form and visage of the Empire's most terrifying military strategist without his permission.
Are we really doing copyright issues with
Yeah.
Vader Rails right now?
It's a copyright issue.
Are we really doing that
Listen,
in our role-playing game?
Swargula, I know that you
We
don't
almost died
enjoy
in a
this
Star
part of the
Destroyer and
show,
we're
but
talking
the
about copyright
audience,
issues?
for some reason, fucking loves Vaderos My every attempt to, like Lord Vader, stomp them out has failed horribly. Much like Grand Moff Tarkin, I believe that the more you clutch them in your hand, the more firmly they're securing your iron grasp. But Princess Leia's like, the more they slip through your fingers. So
Yeah. Now he's embraced the dark side.
All right.
I go to the bridge, and I am literally still steaming from getting shot with heavy blaster rifles. And I walk up to Toby and I say,
I want to point out the scene here. Zane is currently naked with the stormtrooper helmet on. Caleb has no shirt, and Coral is just looking. Coral looks like he's had a bath and a shave. He's just looks perfect.
I smell
Like
great.
he's had absolutely nothing bad happen to him on the ship at all.
Okay, I feel a little less bad about the Vader arrows.
I go up to Toby and I say,
He's got like steak in his teeth.
Yeah.
And then maybe we both like walk up and like you say that you're injured and I say I got a stomach cramp.
No, I see them obviously injured, and I'm like,
I think that steak.
like,
you say,
down. What happened to you?
I think that steak was too rare. Did you say by Naga Sadao? Good line.
I'll trade you your lightsaber for some medical attention.
Just give me the damn thing. Get to the med bay right away. Oh gosh, what did they do to your face, Zane? Oh, we can take care of this. Don't worry about it. Oh my God, who is this? And there's the.
This is Rust.
Hello, Rust.
So Rust is like, fellow droid, release me immediately. This is a violation of Imperial protocol. I am
Do your
currently
thing.
contacting
Do your
the
thing.
authorities. And you
Right
can see
thing,
he's
right
like
now.
deployed a little radar dish, and it's like beep, 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 beep.
So I say, you're having systems malfunction. We're bringing you to the mechanics bay now. This way.
Make a deception roll.
It's not gonna matter. I'm shooting Rust.
Okay. All
I
right.
dive away to take the blow.
Okay. Yeah, you just shoot Rust. Are you aiming to destroy
What?
him?
No, I can't dive in the way. Damn.
Oh, you're gonna try to block the
He's
shot?
holding. I mean, he's
I-
holding him too.
I'll-
I mean, he can basically just like turn and get hit in the back.
And I'm like, no, he's worth thousands of credits.
So, are you still going through with the shot, Zane, even though
Abs-
Toby is blocking you?
I mean, I went through with the shot before he moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I moved.
All right.
Regardless,
Let us
Oh,
roll
Lord.
for initiative to see who's acting.
who shoots first?
Oh, boy.
Zane
Solo.
is rolling for... No, just between the two of them. Fuck the rest of you.
Well, I guess
Zane is rolling because he's prepared,
I
and
have,
Toby is
one
rolling
success.
unprepared.
Oh, I rolled cool. Sorry,
I
I didn't roll the initiative thing again.
Yeah, I mean, I will do something if he shoots. So I just roll.
It's only a question of who's acting first. Yeah, you wanted to roll cool, and Toby needs to roll vigilant.
This isn't changeable in later iterations
oh.
of the game.
I have to
either.
roll the other one.
Yeah.
When the Edge of the Empire
That
gets
sucks.
re-released, this is going to
Okay.
stay the same.
Zane, you were acting first.
Okay, so I shoot.
Okay.
same thing.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah, you shoot the droid and destroy it just as Toby moves
What?
around.
Why would you do that?
You serious?
He explodes.
Yes, we needed an astrogation droid. That's why I picked it up.
This
Are you
turns-
gonna make the astrogation check again? You gotta fucking. Oh my god, whatever. So dumb. I really am. Like, you just shoot people without consequence, and the astrogation droid that we picked up is
you
not.
know how much it's-
exploded.
I mean, I've been wanting to get an astrogation unit. Do you
I
know
don't
how
know.
much I love droids? I mean, they're like my favorite thing, man.
I'll roll the
These are a
astrogation
few
and
of my
I'll fly away.
favorite things.
Oh, we're landing on the
We
planet.
just have to land. You just have to land.
So, I mean, before you even land on the planet, you have to deal with planetary security, and you get a call from Bothwai Prime Landing Control, and they're like, unscheduled approach ship listed as Enyo Hope.
Is the robot beyond repair?
I will mark him as destroyed. If you pay the amount of price it would take to get a new robot and made a mechanics roll, you could restore him to previous functionality.
That's a lot of money.
Yes. But you would have an Imperial astrogation droid rather than just a stock astrogation droid.
Yeah, which would have been a
Arthur,
lot better. Mm.
Arthur, I assume that the Jedi mind trick can't work over comms.
I need to
No.
make a healing
Unless
check
you're
when we
range.
get
It
to
could
the.
if you had extreme planetary range, which you don't. 'cause
Extreme
that's
We
planetary
continue
impossible.
to the med bay. Do you have any? You don't have a critical, right?
I just have strain, me personally.
No, you have wounds.
No, I don't.
Oh, I can't. I can't do anything for strain.
You got shot for. You got shot for.
He got shot for strain damage.
13 strain, and that
Oh,
was
you
it.
you just fucking get that back if you just rest a little bit, man.
Oh, how long?
And overnight.
Yeah, well, I want medical attention then because we're not.
I can't do
Really
anything
out of
for
the-
strain. Yeah, that's
Oh,
just
you
you
can't.
being stressed out, bro.
That's just
Oh, man.
I'm just like, you just need to relax for a while, man. I mean, you've been in the shit.
Yeah. Did he really shoot the droid that we also tried to get?
Yes, I'm going to have to spend, I don't know, 20,000 credits or something to get him fixed. I mean, it's.
We'll just
So
steal another
while
one. I
this
guess.
conversation
Goodness.
is happening in the background, we hear, Enyo Hope, are you there? Pilot,
Yeah,
respond.
I'm gonna answer, and
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
give him. I'm gonna give him the response of why we came here in the first place, which I barely remember.
We're here to haul cargo.
Yeah, we're here to haul cargo. That's what I tell him.
Captain, are you drunk?
Nope.
You're like, I'm going to tell you why we're here. We're here to haul cargo.
I don't think you understand how drinking works, Arthur. No.
Tell me. Well, I mean, you were literally outlining. You were like, I'm going to give you my response. My
And you
response is the reason why we're here. And the guy's like, okay. Are you drunk?
That was,
That
out
was
of
also
character.
not in my character.
Oh, that was out of character.
Which is very clearly defined.
Okay.
Yes. He was
My
like,
bad.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a really weird thing to say, buddy.
that would have been amazing. I'm gonna tell you why we're here. You listen, buddy, pal. We're here to haul cargo.
Okay. Oh my god. You have no idea how much money that dumping your fucking food costs you.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
As much as the astromech droid.
Oh, almost as much, actually.
Yeah.
The current price to refit the ship with food and oxygen is 7,550 credits. You dumped
we lost
3
oxygen?
months worth of food. Well,
We
that
need
was from when you
oxygen
were in
to make
hyperspace.
Oh, right, okay.
You dumped 3 months worth of food for 8 people. So
I can't even fathom why I'm still with this crew.
Why
Sometimes,
you're
like-
still with the crew, Dave?
well, that's.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a
every problem
discussion
is your
happening
fault.
in character, and in the background again, the landing control is like, understood. And you hope you're making cargo run. How many days do you expect to be on planet?
I look back at couple days.
We're all holding up like different amounts of fingers, like 2, 3, 4.
2 days then, Enyo Hope.
Might be more, but best make it 4.
Right. We'll send the paperwork over immediately. The government here would like to remind you that the planet of Bothalai in the Bothalai sector is currently a neutral
Oh my God,
zone.
I hit the mute button.
Okay. They continue, but it's muted. And you get the paperwork sent over for your landing permit. Do you get a request whether or not you need a repair bay or just a regular docking bay?
Regular.
Regular then.
Okay, it's
We
200
don't have money to do anything, so
It's 200 credits a day for docking on Bothalai.
Don't you roll your eyes at me, mister. I saw that.
And you need to pay the 4 days up front, so it's 800.
All right, everyone put 200 credits in. Since we're splitting the ship funds now, this is how it's going to work.
Does everyone have 200 credits?
I do.
I have 900 credits, so I know everyone has at least 900.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, you put the money in.
That means I have 4,200 left.
So as you're landing,
Show
you
off.
discover that the ship's computer's been wiped. All of the data that you previously had copied of the Sith computers is gone.
That's
all
on
of-
Roz's personal comm data.
Also not been wiped. But anything that was in the computers has been. All of your, Facebook Holonet accounts have all been wiped as well. And so any contact information you have is lost, and all of your accounts have been marked by Imperial Intelligence as deleted. So you're going to need
Luckily,
to get
I
new
just
Holonet
closed the
accounts.
account anyways, like the day before.
Okay, well, great. We're literally on a planet. We could have sold the astrogation droid if we needed money, but that's blown up now, so we have nothing.
So what kind of landing, like, where are you going to land at? This is a very jungle planet, and there's a lot of different sized cities here.
Can I make an underworld check to see if there's somewhere we can go that's
yeah, definitely.
less than...
So are you trying to do legit cargo, or are you trying to smuggle cargo?
No, we're
Well,
we're trying to work for the rebellion, right? Is that
Yep.
considered legit or underworld?
Oh,
in
that's
this case?
definitely underworld.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, I want to try and get a deal where we can get all the food and stuff we need along with the cargo.
I think that'll probably be fairly easy. We can just say, hey, we got picked up by Imperials.
Oh, what am I rolling against?
2 purple.
Okay,
got
so
0.
nothing.
Got
Great.
absolutely nothing.
Can I spend a light side point to have a contact here?
Nope.
Okay, well, there we go.
I have a question.
Have a contact here. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. You tell me what's up with this contact.
Can I make a suggestion? Can I say that we, so Niles sort of took care of putting this job together for us, right?
Yes.
No, she just said that would be a place to
So
start.
there just was a job. Like, is it possible that we overheard the name of the guy that we're doing the work for, at the very least?
Nope.
No?
I mean,
Okay.
she told you nothing because she wanted to make sure she was in charge of everything.
Yeah, that makes perfect
Niles'
sense.
character
actually.
arc up until this point has been like taking control of the cruise slowly. But she's
Lord
gone
knows
now.
what her character arc is going to be now that she's just gone. Ugh, Lord. I'm scared.
Tell me what you want out of this contact. Who
Um,
are they? What do they do? Why would they work with you?
It's got to be Rebellion Man,
he's-
because remember, crime people won't touch us anymore.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, crime people will touch you, just not huts.
Oh, just not huts. Okay,
not
that's
Well,
better.
I was gonna say a hut that used to,
No, that's perfect. I'd love to have a hut contact here.
yeah.
Yeah, but the huts hate us right now, Dave.
No,
Just
this
over
particular hut is someone that is very affectionate to Coral.
You wanted to be Blando the Hut? You want to be
Sure,
the guy
yeah.
you owe your other 10 points of obligation towards?
Sure, yeah.
Excellent.
Very affectionate, yeah.
Okay, so yeah. You land at a small spaceport on the southern continent. It's surrounded by like jungle, and then there's like a break of like 100 meters where the jungle's been completely burned out, and there's like a coastal resort town right on the sandy beach. And there's like a game preserve in that burned out area where like animals like come out and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And then people are just like blasting them with disruptor rifles.
This is the episode where Coral like learns coconut carving, and he just wants to live at the resort. He just gives up everything. He's like, I'm gonna sell coconuts for my food, and coconuts are famous people. He does Vader coconuts, spray paints them black.
Yeah.
So yeah, you land on Botheli with Bothans. They're basically humans who are like dog folk.
Yeah.
But the one you encounter first is kind of like a horse-based one, and hands you like a what do they call them? Like a luau thing,
Yeah, yeah. I
like
know
a
you mean.
wreath of flowers.
Yeah.
And begins speaking to you in Bothan, and then in like the common language is like, "Welcome, Coral. The most beneficent master, Blando the Hutt, is waiting for you. You can find him in his private spaceport docking arena."
All right. I've also gone through and I've given everyone their weapons back aside from Zane.
But he does still have the weapon that he took off the
Yeah,
storm.
Zane still has
Yeah.
a light. Zane.
No, that's fine. He can have that weapon, but I'm just not giving him his bowcaster back until
Okay.
I can trust him again. So.
Zane, are you finding clothing or armor of any kind?
I mean, I guess since we made it canon that I was naked, yeah, sure. I will find clothing to not make
You
my
were like,
character...
I'm not going to put on this stormtrooper armor. That was a thing you said.
Yes, and apparently I'm the only one who can't make jokes, otherwise they'll be taken literally. And so,
I mean,
put
if
on
you want to
armor.
have full stormtrooper armor on right now, that's the thing. That's fine. You
Do we have extra random full stormtrooper armor laying around
Well,
the
you just
ship?
say that you took it all off of the dude in the cantina.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I made that very clearly canon that I didn't. So no. The answer to that question
No,
is
what he's
no.
But
the
you
thing that
just
you're-
said it was a joke, and now you're saying it is canon.
I
because
see
it's
what the
very clear.
miscommunication is here, Zane. Zane, you didn't realize that you were naked for the torture. They stripped you and they were torturing you.
No, they didn't. You got like some. Didn't you get like shot or something?
Regardless, doesn't matter. I put on a typical gaming wife beater, followed by typical gaming gym shorts.
Okay. You get
Very high up
equipped.
there.
Yeah,
Very high up.
and the butt says "fuck Sworg" on the back. No, I'm kidding. That one too hard.
Obviously.
No, like in between the butt cracks is a 4 in there, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
I
So
make great
Zane
jokes.
has clothes on, which is nice, but he still has a stormtrooper helmet on, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like the robot from all the. God damn it. Never mind, I can't remember.
I spend a good deal of time breaking the storm helmet in the same way that mine was broken.
You like break the chunk off right where
Oh
the
wow, that's sort of
respirator is.
Oh god, it's so beautifully pathological. I love it.
Yep. So the thing is, this is like a 15-year newer model. This is like the newest model of Stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah,
It's got a
sucks.
completely different UI. Like the
It
filtration system's different.
I wore stormtrooper outfits before they were cool.
Yeah, I mean the padding in here is way too comfortable. It doesn't mess with your hair the same way your old helmet did. So, yeah, Coral, you're spending a light side die to go meet with Blando the Hutt. Sounds perfect to me.
I'll go with him if I'm allowed. Is he allowed to bring an entourage?
Yeah.
I re-robe and I go with to make sure that nothing bad happens to Coral.
I like how you say that. We'll see how it actually plays out. So how are you arriving in Blando the Hutt's private arena? Like, what is the entrance sequence we're looking at here?
Well, I mean, it's probably common for people to be, you know, they enter and they get introduced, I guess, and then you have to pay your respects to the hut, I suppose, for the most part. So I just go up and I'm just like, hello, Blando. Good to see you again.
And so Blando is like a very greenish hut. He's much smaller than any of the huts we've seen so far. And he's currently like throwing chips down to bet on Gulak racing, where there's like these little creatures running around a track and they're like but some of them are like fighting each other instead of running around the track. And Blando's like, ho ho ho, Coral, my old favorite slave, how have you been since you escaped from me and then stole one of my ships?
Good, actually. No complaints.
Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. And then you can see him like look at the guards, and he's like, but they might.
Yeah.
So he looks at Zane and he's just like, take that ridiculous helmet off. The
Zane come
Imperials
with?
have no control over this spaceport. I own it.
Zane,
That's actually
did you
what-
come with?
Sure.
Okay.
So I just kind of, yeah, I guess I'll take it off.
It's actually why we're here. We would like to do some business for you.
I see. Then you're willing to pay back the debt that you owe.
Remind me what it is.
Well, it's the cost of your freedom plus the cost of one YT-1200 frigate.
I'll even
Yes,
find another captain.
What? Okay. Yes, well, that is quite a sizable fund. Yeah, so we're willing to do some cargo work for you if you want.
So he nods his head and... Interesting. I'd heard that you were more of a bounty hunter, Coral. Or is it... assassin? War criminal? It's hard to keep track these days.
I wear a lot of hats. They're
Well,
comfortable.
he looks at your two, Liko, and do you currently have a hat on?
If I no, the
Are you
captain's
wearing?
have
Are you
hats.
wearing? Apparently, it's called lay. Are you like wearing the flowers between your head, or somehow? Hanging
Yeah,
them off of your
I make a
booty?
hat out of them. Yeah.
He's just like, ho 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 ho.
So, in exchange for setting us up with a freight run, I'm willing to hand over some information.
He's just like, no information you could give me would be worthwhile.
I like hold up the cylinder that I got from
The
the
Imperial
captain.
Code cylinder. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm suddenly interested in what you have to say.
Right. So here's the deal that I would like to strike with you, Blendo. We currently need resupply, fueling, repair. In exchange for doing a couple of runs for you as well, we are willing to gather information along the way to report back to you. And that's the deal, really.
So he's like, you want me to take you on as a patron? I would give you cargo runs. You give me this information and we work out. And then he like reaches one of his slimy little hands out towards you. Mutually beneficial situations.
I will charm the shit out of this guy if necessary.
Let's do it.
All right. So what am I rolling against here? And I remember huts are pretty tough.
Huts are pretty fucking tough.
Yeah. I can downgrade it twice, so just assume that I'm doing that straight away.
Yeah, they're gonna re-upgrade it because that's what huts do.
Okay.
Can I assist?
With a seduction charm? Yeah, sure. How are you going to do that?
Tell me
Influence. The force power influence and just say casually, this is a very good or you think this is a very good deal.
Don't aren't it doesn't like I don't know if this is canon or not, but like they tried to do that on Java, didn't they? And it didn't.
No, they
work.
tried to do it on the fucking insect, and they made the insect.
Oh
race.
yeah.
No, they tried to do it to Jabba too.
They
He
tried to
said,
do
"You
it
will
Jabba."
give Solo and the Princess to me." And he's like, just like, shut up. You think you're hot shit because you think you're a Jedi.
Okay, so they have nobody's fool. So upgrade the difficulty of all charm checks against huts by 3. And he's defending with, I think charm is versus cool.
Can I argue for a blue in this because of previous?
Yep, I'll give you 2 blue, 1 from Caleb and 1 from your own past relationship.
Okay.
If it's cool, then you're going to be rolling against.
That's charm.
Right, but I think he defends with cool.
Yeah.
Then you're rolling against 5 red and 1 purple. And then I think you downgrade that a bit.
Sincere seduction attempts use deceit when interest is framed. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what am I rolling here?
How
Do you
much do you
downgrade it?
downgrade it?
How
2.
much do you downgrade charm stuff?
And then I'm
2.
re-upgrading it 1 by using a dark side die.
Okay.
So I would love for you to be in his debt. So you're down to 4 red and 1 purple.
Good luck, Dave.
This is actually the one skill. In fact, you could say this is probably the one thing he's practiced the entire game for.
This is also I would use a light side or not. Okay.
All right, what happened?
I can't. Well, if he uses a light side to upgrade, I can't use a light side in the same attempt.
You can't cancel it out?
You can't cancel it out.
Oh, okay.
You
Only
have a light side to use if you want to. I'll let you.
No, I'm going to use my once per session
session.
ability to re-roll a charm check.
Sounds
right.
good.
Come on, everyone in the chat, channel him your energy.
Send
like a
your
spirit bomb.
energy.
He's got to charge the spirit bomb, guys. He's got to charge it.
I will spend a force die to upgrade though. If you want.
You can't spend more than one force die on a check, and you've
He hasn't
already.
yet. Has
He
he?
did.
What
He just spent the reroll one.
Oh,
No, no.
you spent a force die.
I looked up the rules on this. If you had spent a die on it, spent a force die on it beforehand, you can't use the reroll.
Okay. Well, I didn't. So
I know. And so by this, damn, it's
better.
not as bad. It's not as bad.
Oh, chat, you didn't send enough energy. I
Yeah.
blame you entirely.
Oh well, no big deal.
All right, I got some ideas here. Yeah, so I think we get like a series of like montage cutscenes where you begin negotiating with Blando, and he basically like laughs you out of his facility when you make these outrageous demands. And as you get thrown out, you encounter a familiar-looking man outside of his facility. It's Jake Gyllenhaal and Baltha. They were both on the asteroid X777. She's the blue booster dealer, and he's the prospector and the dude you borrowed the land speeder from.
Oh, she was pink though, wasn't she?
Yes, she's a pink Twi'lek, and he's an old salty dude.
Well,
And they're
hello,
both
beautiful.
outside
Yeah.
smoking death sticks.
Yeah, I just walk up and was like, I actually have her here. Her name is Baltha.
Yep.
Baltha. Yeah. He's like, oh, hello, beautiful. Good to see you again.
She's just smoking a death stick and hands it to Jake, and she's like, "Ah, Coral, so good to see you again. What was that you did in there? Was that some sort of strange dance you were doing with the hut?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
used to
sure I've
be a
ever
sex
seen
slave. Don't worry about it.
negotiation that terrible."
Yeah. You know, previous kindling, that sort of stuff. What are you guys doing here?
Well, we were trying to get a bit of Lisai off planet, but it's been fairly difficult. Blando's been blocking all of our attempts. We don't have a ship. And Jake's just like,
Oh.
"Yeah, nope, sold the old land speeder to buy a shuttle. Then some fool shot it down on the way in here."
How about, you have some cargo, I have a ship, I'm looking for cargo, and you're looking for a ship. I mean, we could just do business if you like.
God, this Zayd,
Thing to come with
naked
us.
Zayd picture is amazing.
The what?
Yeah, it is. The naked Zane picture by Riga.
Oh my god, there's a naked Zane picture?
Oh my
I
god.
can't see it. I don't know where
Oh,
it
it's
is.
You guys should be
Oh, man.
following Riga on Twitter.
Oh,
At
I don't. Yeah,
At
Twitter.
SD3E.
That is amazing.
Wow.
I hesitate to say this, but I'm going to include it in the description of this video on YouTube so people can check out that fan art.
Well,
Finally got some Rule 37 up in this.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jake Gyllenhaal looks around and is just like, "I remember you, weird helmeted." So maybe Zane's like put his stormtrooper helmet back on. He's like, "I remember you. You shot a lot of dudes, a lot of robots, a lot of droids.
that was us, yeah.
What do you say, son? I trust you more than I trust this blue sand city slicker."
Absolutely. I mean, we need to do some
I mean, he's
cargo.
literally talking to Zane. He's like, "I don't trust Coral. What do you think?"
Oh,
Is there anybody in this galaxy you haven't lied to?
Well, apparently, like, the only thing I'm good at, it gets shit on by everyone in this game, so whatever.
Yeah, it's yes, everyone. Just the hut that is the best.
So,
at
I
it.
mean, this scene right here is a result of getting so many advantage die on that.
Yeah, no, I get it. But...
So, yeah, Jake is just like, what do you think there, boy? You think this is a good deal? You want to smuggle some drugs? You seem like you might have a problem with smuggling drugs there, Stormy.
What? Were you there on that planet with the droids? Don't remember.
He was the guy we hired the shuttle from to get to
It's a land speeder. It's my favorite land speeder.
Oh, the Wookiee guy?
Yeah,
that-
Tatooine Slim.
God, you were annoying. You got another job? I'd rather kill people.
He's like, I mean, I don't have a job for killing people. I'm a prospector. I mean,
Look, we
are you
need
saying you
something.
actually want to kill people? You got something wrong in your brain, son? He like pulls out a flask and begins taking a drink from it.
That smiles me holding in the reaction to just bash his head in with that flask. And that's what Zane goes through really quickly, just like that look from Pan's Labyrinth. You know, if you grab the flask, you just bash his face over and over and over.
And then we like cut back, and the scene you're still standing there, and it's clear that that was just like your thought. Yeah.
I really like both me and Zane thought that.
So he looks over at Toby. He's like, "Say, aren't you that? I mean, you look a bit different. You that medical droid? What's this man's problem? Is he drunk?"
Yes, he's the same droid. Where are the drugs?
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, do you have a problem?
So
Oh,
he like
Lord.
takes another drink. He's like, "I'm
Sir.
thinking I might have a problem."
Sir.
Jesus,
All right,
where
well,
are
Zane
they?
would be the one to pick it up with then.
Where are the drugs?
So yeah, Baltha kind of pushes Jake aside and is like, "Now we're not going to tell you where the drugs are. We haven't agreed to work with you yet, and you
Yeah, no, I
literally
was
just
trying
told
to-
us you'd rather kill people. I'm a
Please
little
don't.
worried you might just kill us and take the drugs."
I
Yes.
agree to take the drugs. If you had a killing job, I would take that as well.
Apparently, I'm not needed here. I just start walking back to the ship.
Oh, Lord.
So she's like, "Let's talk price then.
Yep. Well,
And
How much are you
I-
looking for to transport this illicit cargo? We need to get it to Naboo to help the rebellion."
Really? Did you have a ship scheduled to come in for this job by any chance?
She's like, "We crashed on the planet yesterday. We definitely did not have a schedule to do this."
We came here originally to do a cargo run for the
Oh, there's
rebellion.
plenty of cargo runs from here to the rebellion. Mostly foodstuffs, medical supplies, that kind of stuff.
This is
This
drug.
is actual illegal drugs. You don't have a problem with that, do you? old
No moral
man?
problem, no. Let me just say that, well, we recently had a run-in with the Empire, and we have no supplies as a result. So we're going to need a little bit of money up front, and we're willing to take a bit
So
of a hit.
she's like, "You want me to give you money up front to smuggle my drugs?"
Ignore the old man. What's the deal? What's this paying?
So she's like, "How much do you want to be paid?"
Jesus. And I don't even get to see them, know what they are, or the quantity.
Oh,
I'm
she's
supposed
like,
to
"Oh,
pick a
I can
number?
tell you what they are.
Sure.
It's Lasai."
Okay, and I have to make some sort of roll.
No, Lasai is a very well-known drug because it's absolutely the most illegal drug in the entire galaxy.
Because
Using it turns you into an amoral psychopath. When you use it, you cease to have a moral functioning. It turns off the part of your brain where you like worry about which is more important, picking up a spoon or stabbing someone to death. On the other hand, the positive side of the drug is that you don't need sleep. And so the rebellion's been giving it to their pilots so that they can go out on extended range missions.
wow.
All right. So, and the quantity?
She's like, just, several thousand doses. What kind
Can
of
I-
ship are you working with?
I have no idea how much cargo space we have.
Yeah, I mean, she's asking you what your ship is.
I also don't know the name of whatever.
I mean, you as a character would know it's a Quester frigate. And she's like, yeah, you'll be able to... we have enough to fill up your whole cargo bay.
Can I make the skullduggery check you had me make last game to try and evaluate correct price?
We
Yeah,
have a
not
different
actually
ship
going to-
now.
That'd be streetwise, not skullduggery.
Streetwise, yep.
Oh,
Arthur?
okay.
Yes, what?
Do they know we have a different ship? Did someone say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone just said
Said
they have a
Quester
Quester
frigate.
frigate.
Yeah.
You didn't actually tell them what your ship was last time. You just landed on the asteroid and asked about land speeders.
Check
yeah.
me to discern correct price.
Yeah, streetwise.
Against?
Let's see here. You're looking for this specific thing for Lasai and smuggling it, so it's going to be one red, one purple, and one black. because it's super duper ultra illegal. It's basically Kim Jong-il wrapped in nuclear weapons.
That's pretty illegal, I think. I don't know how illegal Kim Jong-il is on the scale. It's kind of hard to determine, if we're honest.
He's at least one mega Hitler.
All right, I actually removed the black from this one. Hooray!
Okay. Cool.
It's still a really tough check, I think. Nope.
Yeah. You realize the appropriate amount of money for smuggling for the rebellion, which it pays a bit less than a normal smuggling job. But increasing the price for these drugs and the fact that these guys are in such a shady situation, you could probably charge them about 30,000 credits.
I tell you what. We'll take 5,000 credits up front to cover the supplies we need to make the journey, and then 20,000 for the job.
So they look at each other, and Jake's like, good deal, excellent. Now, you should know these crates are going to have anti-tampering, just in case you decide to not take the crates to Naboo or open them up. They'll explode.
Right, got it. Don't tamper with the crates.
All right,
Any-
now. So which one of you is the captain?
Coral is the captain.
Wait, we're going to put.
Coral, walked off into the background of the scene earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's super salt.
Yep. Well, yeah, I'm the captain. I've always been the captain, but apparently that doesn't matter. So what's up?
Oh, are you, walking back? He's like, well, I need somebody to sign for this. He, holds out.
Fine. I put my Twi'lek dough on the contract.
Okay, yeah. They transfer you 5,000 credits, with 20,000 in escrow when you reach Naboo.
Now, do you guys need transport off the ship of this planet? You said you crashed, right?
So they're like, yeah, as a matter of fact, we do. But I don't think you're going our way.
Not
Well,
headed
we
to
could
Naboo.
take you out somewhere at anywhere.
I suppose Naboo's a bit closer.
We're very low on food.
We already
and
done
oxygen.
that. We've
We
already
will
done
take.
Oh,
We
damn
will
it,
take.
shut up. We're very low on God, something that they need.
Food and oxygen, Toby.
Yeah, very low on that. Don't know if there's enough for them, Captain. Just
Well,
Look,
warning.
we'll
let's
take
just-
you. You pay your way.
Because
and
what
that's
if
all
they
that
came
you-
and then they died because they had no food? Dying because of no food
Look.
might happen on the ship.
So
and we
they-
could be safer here.
They look at you and they're like, how much are you charging us for transport?
Can
Well,
I make
you pay-
another check to see how much?
I mean,
How much
you
do we
can-
need to cover actual supplies if they were with us to Naboo? Like total.
to cover the supplies when you arrive.
So,
So,
like,
minus the cost that you have now, plus the cost that you need.
so
in
from
order-
right now, before we take off, if we're gonna make it to Naboo alive, how much do we need to spend on supplies?
All right, let me see what the time is to get from Bothwai to Naboo.
Yeah, and we had an astrogation droid, but that thing's blown up now, so it's probably going to take us even longer.
Let's see here.
Maybe one of them knows how to astrogate.
Yeah, like, hey, can you plot the course for us on this ship that you paid to have your stuff on?
Bothwai
Better
to
than nothing.
Naboo is a whole over sector away. So here's the jump chart.
We back. What are we ready?
No, he's doing some math because when he tells me the answer, I'm gonna offer them to just cover the difference.
Yep, I need to figure out how much it is, how long it takes to move between.
Well, I don't even know why I took the negotiation check if everyone else is just going to fucking do it for me. So.
Well, we did it because you walked away.
So the
Yeah,
thing is, you
so
already
don't-
made a negotiation check to get to this situation.
I made a charm check to get to this situation.
That's true. I'll agree with that. I mean, this is Star Wars. You could alter the deal.
Pray I don't alter it any further. Look, let's just offer to take him there for the money that we need to feed ourselves to the journey. Then we get 20,000 when we're there. We cover our costs. We can do another run maybe and actually make a profit.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
not push it now. Let's not cause more problems. For once, let's complete a job without someone telling an empire that we're all wanted criminals or without just abandoning the job or killing an old woman or blowing up a taxi, because otherwise we're just not going to make it another job. We're going to lose a ship and all of our limbs and everything we hold dear.
You've literally just described everything that Carl doesn't have anymore. So, good job.
Okay, it's going to take you 1 week to go from Bothwai to Naboo at the slowest speed that you have.
Zane, it's worth pointing out I'm docking you the cost of the astrogation droid that we stole.
Wow, that's really expensive
Nope.
because that thing's worth like 9,000 credits.
You just
can
blew
take
it
it
up
out
for
of-
no reason. So
Take it out of the 37,000 you owe me.
I don't owe you anything, Zane.
Astrogation check was an Imperial droid. I'll blow it up every single time.
So, I mean, to be
I
clear,
have-
the
I
droid
have- we
was
get, like-
actively broadcasting your location.
yeah, we
Yeah,
could
not
have
for
easily
long.
dealt with that.
Yeah,
but
not for long.
we didn't have a choice in the matter, so.
He was hasty, admittedly, but it wasn't like he was
chips.
faceless.
I have what are they called? The other ones?
Control chips?
No, but
Restraining
also
bolts.
restraining bolts.
Yep.
Yeah, I could take
My
care of it.
God,
But
Toby.
we
Would
get-
you fucking monster. You're all
Would you
about
do it?
droid freedom right up until the moment you stick a restraining bolt right in his butt.
I would have to get into to do his to change
You're
his
a
chip out.
monster. A droid slaver.
So, yeah, let's.
We
let's
get a
just-
quick flash though of in Toby's apartment all the little pieces of rust like laid out and which ones are damaged and how much it's going to cost to replace the ones that are damaged.
So,
Well,
really
let's
sad.
do this thing already.
do you want to make a negotiation check to...
No, it's already done. We'll just cover the cost of them moving, and then we'll go to Naboo.
If you want to negotiate with them for the transport, right? If they're going to come on your ship, it'd be perfectly legitimate to like negotiate to get a good price.
I say cover the cost of your
Food. Like the food that
food,
we
water,
need.
and then you work on the ship, and you can have free transport.
So they look at each other, and Jake's just like, "Well, I've been working my entire life. No problem with that."
All right.
So they upfront you an extra 5,000 credits.
We pay for our supplies. We go to Naboo.
Okay.
Do they? I mean,
You're
the idea
paying
of
for the
them,
full supply cost, which is 7,550.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're not repairing any part of the ship, right?
Nope,
well,
no
you didn't pick the
repairs.
repair bay.
We need to just
Okay.
do this job and turn a profit. Also, get the hell out of this system.
Uh-oh. Let's put the cams back on. Yeah, getting out of the system would be a good idea. I'm deleting all of your costs. We need... Okay. All right. It's going to cost that much to do that. All right. You are launching off the planet. I think we're missing a Toby cam. Who is making the astrogation check to make the Bothawai Naboo?
Well, who has the largest one out of the crew and the new people we picked up?
Neither of them have astrogation at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be nice if we had an astrogation droid.
Fortunately, this is a well-traveled hyperspace route.
Yeah, all right. So it's
between
very easy
Bothawai and
astrogation.
They're both major planets, so it's only one purple to make the check.
I'll make the check, I guess.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you enter hyperspace.
Yeah, it's about as much as I expected.
Got a 0. It's going to take you a whole week to get there, and something bad will happen when you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanna start wrapping up, or is there any like quick scene someone wants to do on board?
I vomit up my crystal.
Okay.
I imagine it's like
Again, as we discussed, to assemble it, you're gonna have to like buy the parts on a
Fine.
marketplace.
Well, I mean, we have an astrogation droid that's fucked up, so I could probably use most of the parts from that and just buy the lenses that I'm
Yeah,
missing.
we
or
just
whatever, so.
we just get like Toby finishing like disassembling the droid and cataloging all the parts.
Realizing that some of them are missing because I
Endless
took them.
hours.
Yeah,
Okay, you're gonna need to pay the cost for a basic hilt.
that's fine. I
All
can
right.
I can buy a basic hilt.
So it sounds like the beginning of the next episode, we're gonna be talking about Boral assembling a lightsaber and going on a force journey to like assemble it with his mind.
Yeah.
I like the scene. I imagine the scene, like after credits scene, is we just see a toilet and hear some gagging, and then boink as a little crystal like lands in the
It's
water.
the
Little,
size
it's
of
like
a.
the size of my
It's the size of
fist.
a fist. It's pretty goddamn large.
Wow, how'd you get that down? Oh right, Twi'lek's sexy.
Years of practice.
Wow, that keeps coming up, huh? All right.
Hey, I didn't bring it up this time at
I
all.
know.
It was
I
me.
know, and it was the perfect time to bring it up because you got to meet Blando again, and he still hates you for stealing his shit. Yeah. So let's do some like post-show discussion and outros.
We want to
How
roll
was-
conflict before we go.
Oh
we
yeah,
don't-
I don't know that very many people got conflict in that one.
I got one conflict, I think.
Yeah, I don't think that
Get
Coral got
conflict for
any.
lying.
Did
I
yeah,
don't-
you'll get one for lying because you did attempt to deceive that guy. It was kind of pointless, but yes, you are right. You will get one for that. So both of you need to roll a d10 versus one conflict. You were like, I'm secretly part of the Imperial intelligence apparatus.
Hey, if anyone else knew about Coral's backstory and wasn't in intelligence, it might have worked.
So
I appreciate the effort. You tried.
Yeah.
each of you, obviously, Ray's is going to get 7 more points, and Coral's going to get 6 more points toward the light side.
God
Now
damn.
84 in the light side.
Yeah, getting light side points super easy as it turns out because we
Yeah.
don't do enough fighting in this game to like make it so the dark side use force uses is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you had dropped into that cantina and it hadn't been an ambush, it would have been really bad for Caleb because he would have gotten pinged for multiple murders. But they
Right.
were holding you at gunpoint, so
Yeah, it's as long as and Caleb has yet to lethally attack someone for no reason. So it'll be a problem when he does.
you chopped
if he
their
does.
arms off. That's pretty bad. I would put that under either torture or abuse.
Can I like if I accidentally go over 70, Arthur, is there a way that I could not get the bonuses of being on the force side or the
No.
light side?
This happens.
That's so silly.
You would just need to start torturing cats and shit, or emotionally abusing people, or murder.
Can I like if I don't get any conflict, can I like opt out of doing the morality roll?
Nope.
You
I want to point out, Dave, when we started this, I was like, you
No,
don't
I
need to use the
understand.
morality rules. And you were like, no, let's use them. And I was like, let's not. And you were like, no, let's use them.
No, I understand, Arthur. I completely
God.
understand. But in terms of like my character and not wanting to
I
go
absolutely
full
can chop
retard-
people's arms off in combat as opposed to killing them cotton-tailed. I spent a triumph to make sure they lived. Sorry,
Yep.
go on.
Doesn't matter. It's not important.
Yeah. Swarg. I realize you didn't get to do a lot this episode. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I think Chad is somehow voting you funniest for this episode. Simply from your taunting French Monty Python.
What?
You were like, ha ha!
I'm
Come
aware
at
of what
me,
I did,
Imperial
but
Interrogator!
I'm mostly confused about your
I shall
description.
taunt you
Okay.
a second time.
Okay.
10 XP on the session.
I almost feel like this is almost a story arc completer.
Oh, okay. That'd
I'm
be
willing to
cool.
give everybody 20 XP for this one. You finally like escaped the hands of the Imperials after repeatedly running into them, and you've accepted the first paying job you've had in 8 sessions. So
It's true.
I actually have enough to get another book now. Go Coral.
I think Caleb. I mean, I don't want to now. You know what? I don't want to pre-bias anybody that's voting in the middle of the week. Never mind. I'm done.
Well,
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not saying anything else. Yeah. So, Virgil. First off, your cam's still off. Second off, who are you? Where can people find you, and what do you do?
I'm Virgil. I play Toby here on this show and on Spears of the Dawn, which does have another episode on Monday here on the same channel. I play as Kareem Swift. make sure you catch that game. It's a good one. Other than that, you can find me streaming my own stuff over at twitch.tv/Zircon5. So you can go head over there, hit the follow button if you want to see some Dungeon World games, which have been running fairly frequently, at least every Tuesday. So yeah, come check that out.
Excellent. Dave, who are you? Where can people find you, and what do you do?
Hey everyone, my name's Dave, aka Henley on Twitch. I'm gonna say maybe a week and a half away from streaming again, which is nice.
Prepare your buttholes.
Yeah, so once that starts up, I'll be able to get my sleeping habits in order. Start streaming at roughly the same time. It's going to be 2 a.m. start for me, but it's something I have to do if I want to stream to my current audience still. Sin Eaters Season 2 starts up
Now's
soon.
the time to go watch the backlog. If you haven't,
Yep.
if you're not a fan yet, you soon will be.
We'll get to you, Wreckage. You found your shit.
The other thing is Night City will be starting up pretty soon as well. They're the two major ones that I'll be focusing on. We also have a bunch of new stuff going on, but I won't get into too much detail there because I can only give myself a hand job so much before I get tired.
Job.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks Arthur for doing this obligation stuff with me. I appreciate it, because kyber crystals are something that you'll just never find in this game unless you do a bunch of shit to sort it out. So getting one through obligation is a great source. I'm not sure where Niall got it from, but
well, she has a lightsaber herself, so she got 2 of them. They may be synthetic.
I think it's cute that you think she only has 2.
Oh yeah, she probably has a dozen. Whatever. Who knows what she did in those months? She's clearly the master. She's Palpatine's actual apprentice, and she's surpassed Vader. Clearly.
Maybe, but yeah, I was pretty close to accepting that deal, by the way, Arthur.
Good.
The Imperial
Good.
stuff. So.
That
When
would have
I
been
offer it
weird.
a second time later.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. The rebels, they're offering me jobs as well, but the rebels want me to actually participate in the war, and I don't want to participate in the war. So, yeah, there's that.
I don't know. I hope Zane gets off his PTSD kick pretty soon because it's kind of hard for me
Whoa.
to do stuff. But
I mean, it's good
We
television.
do need to get a bit more swargy up in here. But yeah, let's talk about Dr. Wreckage and how he's going to tell everyone to go watch the Sin Eaters backlog at youtube.com/Hensicle.
So yeah, as you've just heard, Sin Eaters will be starting up soon. Maybe not a week and a half from now, but Dave will be starting streaming again, and Sin Eaters will be close at heels. A lot of people in the chat are already big fans. Now is your time to join them. It was a really good season 1. Season 2 is gonna, we're gonna go now. Dave's not gonna move again, God willing. So we're just gonna go until the end of the story. 2, 3, 4 seasons. Who knows how many? 10. You can also find me frequently and Virgil, Zircon 5's channel, and possibly in the future, Sorgula, as we talk about, as he said, his super secret project that's amazing. I see some potential in it. It still needs to be workshopped a bit, but I think it's a good idea. So maybe that'll come to fruition. If you want me to play or GM on your channel, should you be a streamer and you are listening, just hit me up. I would say at Twitter, but that's a horrible place to reach me. Still, that's the only thing I can give you. So at Dr. Wreckage, not the abbreviated version that I use everywhere else because someone else took that. Full spelling, Dr. Wreckage, no spaces.
All right. Swargula, who are you? Where can people find you? And what do you do?
Yo, guys, my name is Swarg. I do things mostly on YouTube kind of now because I'm lazy as shit, and it's youtube.com/SwargulaTV.
really, you don't Twitch stream anymore?
I do. It's just
I think he
everything
front-ended the Twitch streaming at the beginning of the episode, and he got a shout-out from a stormtrooper officer.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish
I'm,
we
of
had
course,
product placement.
Arthur Perkins. This is AP Gaming Real. Go ahead and click the follow button there in that corner. I'm terrible at aiming my hands at things. Nope, it's the other hand. I gotta point this direction. Go click underneath Virgil's face and wow, I'm still having trouble doing this with the reverse camera. Click over that direction on that follow button there. And then if this is your first night here, go ahead and head to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/APGamingREAL. Too lazy to type that in? There's a button on Twitch to do it. And watch the other previous 16 episodes of Edge of the Empires, and watch Coral slowly go insane as he gains stuff and then loses everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, I might as well be a fucking light side Jedi user now, huh? Because then I wouldn't have to have things.
But hey, you would, yeah. You know, it's time to embrace a philosophy of anti-materialism. I think for you.
Yeah,
Are we good next week?
yeah, should be no problems.
Yeah, I'm good, as ever.
All right. We will see you next week then. Enjoy yourselves, audience, and
Good
enjoy
night.
that fucking fan art.